Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm going to start very shortly. Very shortly. Hello, everybody. Hello, my very dear good people of Nigeria. I greet you all again today, and I bring you all nothing but glad tidings. My people, my name is Ben, aka Benny Davis. My people, today I'm here as usual to come and deliver another very interesting topic. On this occasion, I'm going to be breaking it down. This whole grammar is too much. We are not English people. So I'm going to break it down with our broken language so that many more of our brothers and sisters can understand with all due respect to them. My dear good people of Nigeria, and indeed, friends of Nigeria, when I all see what happened yesterday for Nigeria, with that landmark judgment by the Supreme Court of Nigeria, when it talks, say, yes, indeed, the legitimate leadership of the ADC, African Democratic Congress, and the one that is led by the former Senate President, David Mark. In that same judgment yesterday, the Supreme Court also talked about the matter which concerned the PDP, the People's Democratic Party, where the Supreme Court also say the 16th and 17th convention where they vote for Ibadan, you know who water, that convention was actually held against a court pronouncement, saying they don't hold them. And as such, that convention, you know who water. So these are the two major matters that came out yesterday in Nigeria. And for those of you who listen to us here, before that pronouncement yesterday, Orobos, I see you, thank you. Daddy Freeze, I see you, Daddy Freeze. Oh, is that the popular Daddy Freeze or the other one? I see you anyway, I greet you. I invite Orobos, okay. Guys, sorry, let me just quickly continue so I won't lose my thought, So, my people, that judgment yesterday was a landmark judgment that not just Nigerians alone were expecting it. The entire world was waiting to hear what the Supreme Court would talk about the matter. As we talked before the pronouncement yesterday, we tell people, say, that announcement, you go there make or break our democracy. Thank God the way it turned out to be, even though there's still some level of matter we know they clear, it still needs some bit of clarity. But as it stands today, there's relatively peace in Nigeria. It's been said that David Mark is the authentic leader of the ADC. My topic here today, my dear good people of Nigeria, is a president that has worked, a president that has delivered, a president that has meant well for his people, a president that knows what it means to be a leader, a president that knows what that office entails, a president that was prepared for that exotic office called the presidency of Nigeria, or any country for that matter. That president should be a president when he prepared to deliver. Now, in the case of Nigeria, as far as Bola Ahmed Tinubu is concerned, the question is very clear, and the answer is also very clear. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has always wanted to be the president of Nigeria since the inception of this current political dispensation in 1999. The question now is, having used close to 30 years to prepare for that office, was he actually prepared for the office? Looking at the last 3, going to 4 years now, the answer is a capital no. For a president who has worked, you no need to do all this way Tinubu they do now. You no need to strip opposition parties, undermine opposition parties, try to destroy opposition parties, try to use the judiciary to make sure at the end of the day, either he will be the sole candidate of the election or any other candidate will get weight. That is not a man who has worked for his people. That is not a man who has delivered for his people. That is not a man who has shown leadership. Because if you show leadership, if you work for your people, you don't need to do all this. You go to your bed and sleep. And your work, as they say, will work for you. Your work, as they say, will speak for you. The reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing all that he's doing is that the man has failed. He might not admit it in the public, but if you go inside a bedroom between himself and his God, he will tell himself the truth. Say he has what? He has failed. The Nigerian people expected so much from him, going by what he did in Lagos, according to them. But I've always told people that Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not even do anything in Lagos. Because many people, they forget that Lagos used to be the capital city of Nigeria. And so all the institutions, all the framework, everything in Lagos already is capital of a country. So even the worst mumu, we know what they do. They're just to key into the already existing institutions and framework in Lagos and then be able to excel. Even at that, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in my opinion, did not even excel. But there has been this argument back and forth that the man did well in Lagos. As a result, he was coming to do the same in Nigeria. We all cannot see after 3 going to 4 years that the man has failed. That the man was not even the man who did anything in Lagos. The likes of the late Lateef Jakandes, the Obama who was a military administrator. These men worked tirelessly to put Lagos where Lagos is today. Not Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In years not open now. Now I don't see him now say Bola Ahmed Tinubu actually did not do anything in Lagos. Because if you do anything in Lagos, why is he not doing the same thing? Why is he the time hand now? Is he not the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Why is he not doing the same thing now in Nigeria? What did I maybe say Bola Ahmed Tinubu was never the man who built Lagos. All those now political propaganda. My fellow Nigerians, today we face a defining moment in our democracy. As John Quincy Adams once said, and I quote, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. I'll take that again. John Quincy, and he talks, say, if you as a leader, your action can make people begin to do more, dream more, learn more, it means you are what? A leader. Nigerian people, the last 3 going to 4 years, have they inspired more? Have they done more? Have they learned more? Instead, the reverse, not the case. What that means is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not a leader. But under Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we see the opposite. A leader who has failed to inspire, failed to deliver, and instead seeks to crush dissenting voices. That is not a leader. That is a leader who knows that he has failed. Now they try to crush dissenting voices, like what he's currently doing to the opposition parties, the major opposition parties in Nigeria, like the ADC and the PDP. Because the man knows he has failed. Not only leader when he fail, they embark on all this shenanigans with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they embark on. Now make Nelson Mandela of blessed memory, former South African president, instead talk say, a leader is a person who can bring hope when there is despair. Nelson Mandela, he say, a leader is somebody who will bring hope when there is despair. That is a leader. Somebody that can bring reassurances and not just bring it by mouth, but by action, so that the people will feel it, so that the people, the impact will be clear, will be visible on the people. That is a leader. A leader is a person who can bring hope when there's what? Despair. Yet today, Tinubu brings darkness. His promise of 24/7 electricity made in 2022 has evaporated. The national grid, as we speak today, is crumbling. The Nigerian national grid has never been at this level until Bola Ahmed Tinubu came. This was the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu who told us in 2022 that if he doesn't give us 24/7 electricity, we should not vote him. That alone is enough for Nigerians to say Bola Ahmed Tinubu, back to Bolgeron. Back to where you came from. You see, at the end of the day, when some of us speak, those who are speaking from a selfish point of view believes that maybe we don't like Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's out of it. It's not about whether you like the man or hate the man. Sometimes if you really don't like somebody, but when you see the man handwork, you'll be compared to. You have no choice than to like him. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not done anything for anybody to like him, except those who are actually eating and stealing with him. Because if as president, as governor, as anything, you come, if now one thing you face, you do them, people will remember you for that thing. For example, as Bola Ahmed Tinubu tell us in 2022, I beg your pardon, say if he give us 24/7 electricity, we no vote on me. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu can't give us 24/7 electricity now. He go there also rock the sleep while other people will knock their head. Nigerians will be ready to vote him back. Because he has kept one major promise when he makes to the people. As I speak with you now, not a single one. And yet when you talk, they will say he has done well. What has he done well? If you ask them to break him down, they don't get anything to tell you. What that means is that the man has failed. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has what? He has failed the Nigerian people. He promised the Nigerian people 24/7 electricity. He made so boldly in 2022 that if Nigerians don't get 24/7 electricity, that they should not vote him back in 2027. And as I speak with you, 2027 is around the corner. And Nigerians are holding on to what he told them. And he's coming back to tell us now that he's a stubborn politician. And that they are using insecurity to try to get rid of him. If you be a stubborn politician and your opponent, they try to use insecurity to get rid of you, why you not fix the insecurity so that they won't use that to get rid of you again? It shows that the man is empty. It shows that the man doesn't have it. It shows that the man doesn't even know what he's doing. It shows that the man, they take with it, this thing. That's what he does. Because it doesn't make sense within the top of mouth. Say, his opponents, that they use the security, they won't get rid of him. And that he's a stubborn politician. What now I get to do with the Nigerian people? You have failed, you have failed. If your opponent, they use the security against you, fix it. So that they're not going to say and use it against you anymore. It's common sense. For you to now come and sit back and tell the people, say that they use against you, because you know one, I mean they say and use against you. If you fix insecurity, the Nigerian people will not have insecurity to use against you. My pastor, I get you, sir. Domo, sir. Domo. For the first time I see you on my life, sir. Good to see you, sir. That's mommy and everybody. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I will reach out to you after this broadcast. Domo, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So, my dear good people of Nigeria, as I was saying, if you work, your work will speak for you. It's not rocket science. It is when you don't work that you begin to use English to try to deceive and convince the people. But in today's world, there are little conviction you can do or little deceit you can make or do to people. The people knows already because today's world is such a world that nothing is hidden anymore. Any information you want to get now, just grab your phone, tap, back, 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 you get the information. Unlike many years ago, where a politician can just come and tell you all sorts of stories. Those days when we're grown up, politician can come and tell you they just finished tying your street. Because you don't have access to the internet to get to know that for a fact, you believe him or her. But today, as he's saying it, you just tap your phone. Is Sakpamba Road been tied? Sakpamba Road, they'll tell you now, oh, Sakpamba Road has been tied. Oh, Sakpamba Road has been abandoned. Then right there and there, you tell the politician you are lying. That is the world we live in today. That's why, in my opinion, as I said, and I will continue to say it, I have nothing against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's an old man, old enough to be my father. But as far as politics is concerned, I don't like his style of politics. His style of politics, in my opinion, is dubious, is criminal, and the man has a very dented record. A man who has been made to pay as much as $460,000 to the American government for drug-related matters. I cannot even imagine how that man got into being the Nigerian president with all those dirty records. In a sane society, a man like that with such a record cannot even be anybody's houseboy because you need to go get what they call police report for you to be able to get a job in this present day world. So when you bring a police report that reads that you've been accused of drug-related matters before to the extent that you were made to pay $460,000, my brother and my sister, you're not going to get that job. Let me tell you guys a quick story if you don't mind. Many years ago, I used to work. I'm not trying to say this to brag, my people. I'm not trying to brag with this, without due respect. Many years ago, I used to live in Germany and I used to work with the German police as a detective. Now, a Nigerian brother of mine from the Yoruba-speaking side of Nigeria, he saw me doing this job and he liked the job and he said he was interested. And he has what it takes to do the job. He has, he's built, he's tall, he's huge, because these are some of the features they look at for how big you are, because Germans, they like big people, So physically, the guy was qualified. So the guy kept disturbing me, saying he won't do the job, I said, okay, fine. I'll introduce it to my boss. I can't go with my boss. When my boss see him, you say, just get on for me. The guy was a Nigerian Igbo guy, a Yoruba guy, beg your pardon. Let's make this guy go bring police report. Now they wait for 1 year, 2 years. They don't see police report. What happened? In Germany, we call it Polizeiliche Führungszeugnis. And German, British people, they call DBS. In Nigeria, we call it police report. In the UK, it's called DBS. In Germany, they call it Polizeiliche Führungszeugnis. When this guy won't come, only come back to the boss again, saying they find a job because it was filled up with all sorts of rubbish the guy has done before. So compared to Tinubu's own, where if police report come, it should say he's been accused of drug-related matters before. So they can find out $460,000. And you take a man like that, if now will you give a man like that a job in your company? You want me to come finish your company overnight? You won't do it now. That made many of us, they ask, how did this happen in Nigeria? The Nigeria, we all know those days, we say as a child in Nigeria, if you go out or you go to school, you come home with a pen, will not be your own. Your parents will drive you back home, back to school. I'm going to take it back. I recently, even up to now, a friend of mine, with all due respect, I don't want to call his name, he's a professor. He told me recently, say, Peking go school, bring one nice pen, come from school. Very, very nice pen. And he knows not being by the pen for him. He walked the Peking back, go and take that pen back to where he got it from. Now, so we know, say, Nigeria beat those days. But today, you have all sorts of people, in corridors of power to the extent that a man who has been accused of drug-related matters to the extent that he was made to pay $460,000 to the American authority, is now being called the Nigerian president. And you say that country is normal. It's not normal, for God's sake. There's everything wrong with Nigeria. In a sane society, Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot even be anybody's house boy. I'm not making it up. This is the truth of the matter. So, my dear good people of Nigeria, let me not pivot so much. Let me go further with what I was saying. What I was saying is that in 2022, Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, may I break this down again? Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, during the campaign, tell Nigerians he go give them 24/7 electricity, and that if you no give them, may they no vote for them for 2027. 2027, as you speak now, it's just around the corner. So make una no vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So my dear good people, na Tinubu na talk am say make una no. Na he promise brother say if he no give una, make una no give am second term for office. Even though we know say even the first term, he no win am. We know how it happen. We know everything when it happened. Everybody knows what happened. And make this 2027, they're not going to get away with that kind of madness. Because in this life, and somebody tells you you're a man, you say we tell us you said the man. If madman say you say naked, he say go run. And when madman say you wear clothes, he say go so he won't tell you you're a madman. Now there will they go so for Nigeria because we have to do waiting on normal for things to work in that country. Because before now, everything they just do, they just get away with it. That made the country be waiting a bit today. And in 2027, we both say it's not going to be business as usual. People like us, I've said it many times, this is not my last shot for Nigeria. If the Nigerian people 2027 will let them slide the way it slide in 2023, me and go enter house. I won't talk about Nigerian matters anymore. That be say we like our suffering. So let us continue in it. Because if we don't like our suffering, it's in our hand to change them, not God. God don't give us the power. Now we can give us head to think, eye to see, mouth to talk, hand to act, to take action. So if we now decide not to use it, whose fault is it? God? No, now come on. Now our fault. So even Warren Burns reminds us, say, leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. I'll take that again. Warren Burns. He says leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Vision, that's what you get, what you project. The capacity to translate them into reality, make it happen, is what makes you a leader. So, is Tinubu, has he done any of this? The answer is what? A capital no. Yet, we all see a leader who has lost his way, who takes light to Aso Rock, who has used Nigerian money to put the solar system in his Aso Rock for him to get 24/7 electricity. It means the man himself don't lose hope for electricity matter for Nigeria. The same man who promised us in 2022, say if he don't give us electricity 24/7, we could not vote for him. Today, instead of spending Nigerian people billions of naira to install solar system for Aso Rock, while the rest of us will continue to languish in darkness. As we look around, we remember what Martin Luther said to Jr. Martin Luther Jr. said, the time is always right to do what is right. I'll take that again. Martin Luther King Jr., we all know him, the late Martin Luther King Jr. He says the time is always right to do what is what? Right. And when we will do what is right, we will not be broken when we do what is right. Promises defines us. We will not let a leader who has abandoned us stay in power, as the majority of the Nigerian people will rise, will resist, and will demand a future that reflects our hope, not our despair. In 2027, we are going to unanimously as a people come together to say a leader who will fail us must not, should not continue in office. If we don't come together, it's not going to happen. Nigerians are about the smartest people that I know in this world. In my little time in life, I've traveled a few places, and I know that Nigerians are respected in their different endeavors. We are not pushed over anywhere in the world. The question is, why are we now pushovers back home in Nigeria? Why people, the worst amongst us, are now the ones actually governing the best amongst us? Nigeria has now become a country where criminals have taken over leadership positions, where we have people who are intellectuals, where we have people who have, their records are tenable anywhere in the world. The same country, you now have people, with all due respect, I don't want to use some funny language, people who paid $66,000 as drug-related matters, or for drug-related matters, as your president. My dear good people of Nigeria, we must work together. This is not the time to say it's not your business. This is not the time to sit on the fence. I have said it before. When we came to abroad many years ago, the number of people who beg us money, maybe not 2, 3. Today, the number of people who beg you money, you go one turn off your phone. Because at the end of the day, when you listen to them, you know get choice than deny your own self certain things just to meet up some of their needs. And many of them are not making it up. Things are tough. That is the truth of the matter. The last time I was in Nigeria, you go see people who work out on the street, human beings, but look deep into them. They're not human beings there anymore. A skeleton they work out. And many of them like that. It's sad, really sad. And this is a country that God has given everything to. I use the word everything. A blessed country by any standard. So you must ask yourself, it'd be like, Papa, when you get money like a Dangote, we can't just say each other they're hungry. You don't go ask yourself, wait a minute, what's going on here? Dangote, you can't just say Dangote each other they're hungry tomorrow. It doesn't make sense to anybody. That's what Nigeria be. That make we both laugh us. Because we both know what we get. Even though you both, most of the things that makes Europe what it is today in Africa, they come from. Go on, fact, check what I'm saying. Without Africa, Europe will not even survive. The same Africa, not even manage their own resources. All because of what? One thing. Bad leadership. I make at the other temples, leadership is everything. Leadership is everything. And they say, but it doesn't even Nigerians, we are too like this, we are too like that, because bad leaders. If you do bad thing, spend time to do bad thing, and the system allows you to spend time for prison for the time when you do the bad thing, only you will come out, begin to help the system, the temple, they don't do bad thing anymore. Now I make Oyibo land be what it be. But in Nigeria, when you do bad thing, they'll come check whether you did the same church with them, whether you did the same mosque with them, whether you did the same secret call with them, whether you come from the same village with them, whether you fine, you not fine, whether they like your faith, all sorts of rubbish. That's what the country is what it is today. But for abroad, if you break the law, the time where you break the law, you must be ready to spend that time too for prison. If not be prison, you will spend the time to go to your bank, go pay fine, put. When you pay fine, only you go tell yourself, say, there's no point for this kind of crime anymore. But Nigeria, people do all sorts of things and they get away with it. The reason why they do them, the reason why the impunity they continue to grow every day, because they believe say they will go and do and get away with it. Now, human factor, even me was that so. If I know say I go do something to get away with that, the urge to want to do the thing again and again and again will always be there. It just be like thief, for example. I'm not most times when they will go do robbery, the first time they don't catch them. They come, they share the proceeds for the armed robbery. The horse to go back will be there because he went the first time, they not catch him. He go say go they come until the day when they go catch him. Now human phenomenon. Now human beings this thing with that. Anything you are doing, they don't catch you. There's a tendency that you want to continue to do it. That means they say every day now for the thief. One day is for the owner of the house. My dear good people of Nigeria, the reason I'm saying what I'm saying, not because I get all the time in the world to talk, because I feel very, very pained, you know. I feel say ordinarily we not deserve what we will get, and then some of us need to speak up. I've said it and I want to say it again. 2027 is my last shot. If Nigerians no take the country from these criminals, set of people we call themselves leaders, what's my take on the matter? I married myself, they go with my family. You know, so it's painful, it's sad to see that in the midst of plenty are hungry. It don't make sense. It don't make sense, my dear good people. So I want to thank all those who have listened to me. On this note, I'd like to draw the curtain again. I want to say thank you all so very much for listening. Please share this message. Like this message. Most importantly, share this message. Comment on this message. If you comment, your commentaries, they help us to know whether we are doing well or not, whether we have spoken well or not. And before I end this, I want to say if there's anything I've said that is out of place, if there's anything I've said that has offended anybody, I sincerely do apologize. The intention of it to offend anybody, intention not to put them out there the way I think it should be. Nigeria and Nigerians don't deserve what they're going through. I make many of us, they feel bad and they talk. And I've always said, the more, the better. Pick up your phone, get on social media, speak up. Today, social media is very, very powerful. You go to say they're not the year when you talk for your bedroom. They're the year for all over the world. When I started getting calls from as far as Australia, telling me that they are seeing what I'm doing, I know say social media not be a small pig, not be a small pig meat, a big meat. So get out there, speak up. Let us, work together to see that if Tinubu is a better president, I have nothing against him. I have nothing against anybody. The reason why people like us they support Peter Gregory B is he has shown capacity. Even though as governor, he showed capacity. It shows that leadership can be defined differently. It shows that you can be a leader and then they still deliver to your people. It shows that in the midst of plenty, you can still ensure that you don't steal from the plenty. Instead, you make the plenty available for the plenty. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the reason why I support for a man like Peter Gregory is that as far as I'm concerned, in the Nigeria of today, I don't know if tomorrow, maybe somebody will spring up tomorrow. But as far as I'm concerned, in Nigeria of today, Bola Ahmed Tinubu keeps coming to my mind. God forbid. Tinubu. At where the spit. The man they call Peter Gregory will be the rock. That man, Nigerians, if we miss that man now. Because after 2027, I'm not just saying Tinubu, Obi go one contest again. So if we miss Obi, we not say 23 election and win them anyway. Everybody knows that one. Forget about what INEC talk. Even the Mahmoud Yakubu way make the announcement. If he enter a bedroom, he know say that announcement was wrong. You know the man who win the election. Even the Tinubu way give the power to when win give her. He didn't say Tinubu enter a bedroom. He know say between himself and God, he know say not being win that election. The man that won the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria is the man they call Peter Gregory Obi. Simple. So my dear good people of Nigeria, I thank you all and I wish you all the very best of the day. Do have a wonderful day. And cheers for now. Okay, okay, thank you. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye to everybody. Sorry, I can't call everybody's name, but I see all of you. May God continue to bless you for listening to me. I thank you. If I'm making sense, please share this message, like it, comment. If I'm not also making sense, let me know. I'm not, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not, what do you call it? I'm a human being, you know. I'm prone to mistakes as well, you know. So please, do have a wonderful day, guys. And cheers for